to access. So if you want to go over into the Limitless Legion group, type in your comments in the comments section of the thread, just any thread right there. Type in your questions at the top. What do you most want to cover? What questions do you have? What would you most like to break through? Topic requests, etc. Those of you who are on Facebook Live, same thing. It may get challenging for me to juggle all of it. So if you can type them in on the Facebook thread, great. But you can also test it out and see if I get to it by typing it in the thread on the live hangout. So Blake says, how to be a leader more often in life. Take charge with confidence. Beautiful question. Welcome, Joseph, to the call. We've got about 25 viewers so far. We're going to have some more come on. Damn, my weak-ass connection, Jeb says. Okay, so I'm going to go into Limitless Legion here. I'm going to look through the questions right now. Thank you, John Eborn. Appreciate you stopping by. Okay, so let's see what your questions were. We had someone requested calming the inner voice / finding your inner peace. The next person requested planning and delivering versus overcommitting. The next person requested that we cover how to help other people get free of society's expectations without becoming the target of their wrath. The next one, how to own my value and choose to step into money creation. The next one, how to move into abundance and leave lack in the dust. The next one, how to see yourself even more than you already do. The next one, how to help others break through their own BS stories if they are reluctant to do so. And last but not least on this first initial list was how to resist the pulling back down when you're rising up. How to break that barrier that keeps us from getting to the next level spiritually, emotionally, physically, and staying there. These are beautiful questions. I really appreciate you guys posting them. We got Sue. I'm going to crucify your name, but Antonoro. So hopefully I'm saying that somewhat close to right. Abundance mentality. So those of you on the live, make sure you subscribe to be first to be notified of the live events. Make sure you click your likes and your loves and your hearts and post your comments and all of that so we keep that going. All right. Let's look at this. So let's start with the top of this list, and then I'll check back later to see what else has been added to the list. But I'm going to go down this initial list first, and then we'll go from there. So first question, calming the inner voice, finding your inner peace. So when I check in, and Nancy, I would like to invite you, if you have a few tidbits. We're going to cover a lot of topics, and so I don't want to overcomplicate this by having too many voices say too much, but I would invite you, if you have a quick tidbit to add in, I really honor your knowledge and insight and depth and wisdom and experience. So I would love to have you just contribute a few things here and there if you feel so called to do.
I will.
Awesome. Thank you. So the first things that come up, let's just go over the first things that come up when it says calming the inner voice / finding your inner peace. So for me, one of the first things that comes to mind is completions. Like what from the past is incomplete for you? Are there conversations that you've started but haven't finished? Are there old dramas and chaos that you've left hanging and haven't completed? Have you, what can you do? So what all can we do to bring inner peace, calm the inner voice and find inner peace? So it'll be like align with passion and purpose, complete all the things from the past that are incomplete, learn to speak the unarguable truth versus continuing to be on the drama triangle of victim, villain, and hero in your own mind, learning to love yourself so that you can stop crucifying yourself, practicing spending more time in quiet solitude and learning to master the mind and so that instead of it running you round in circles, you're the one deciding what's happening, whether you're sitting in peace or whether you're consciously contemplating something. Those are some of the first things that come to my mind. Nancy, what would you suggest for this?
I'm going to actually invite everybody to do something.
Beautiful.
In the moment. So I'm Nancy Stubbs, and what I invite you all to do just for a couple of moments, maybe the next minute, is to just go with me, to feel your feet, feel the soles of your feet. Just place your attention, your gentle awareness on the soles of your feet, where you have them, whether they're on the floor or they're up on a stool, on a gas pedal, wherever the sole of your feet, your foot and your feet are. Go ahead and just notice that. And then bring your attention to your pelvis, and notice if you're sitting, notice what you're sitting on and feel the contact point, not just of the soles of your feet to the floor, but now your bum to whatever that's contacting. Just feel that contact point. And then bring your attention from that. And if you want to close your eyes, you're welcome to. Then bring your attention up through your pelvis, through your back. I want you to actually imagine your attention coming all the way up your spine. Bring it all the way up your spine to the base of your head. Take a nice deep breath. Put one of your hands on your lower belly. Your thumb over your belly button is a really great place to start. So, and then your other four fingers just rest below that, and just take a nice deep breath, and then take another deep breath, inhaling and exhaling. So you've gone from putting your attention on the soles of your feet to your pelvis, up your spine, then back to your belly with a nice slow breath. Notice I'm not including your head because our brain, our big mind, takes care of itself. It spins out of control with ease. And what I am inviting you to do instead is to put your conscious awareness and a sensitive attention on what's below your chin. And if you can cultivate that for just a few minutes a day, a minute at a time, I imagine because I know I have, you're going to start to feel a greater sense of inner peace, even if it's just 1 minute at a time. And so you don't have to go for a big hour. Just take it a minute at a time and see what happens. So I'm going to toss the ball back to you, Christopher. Thanks for that.
Perfect addition, Nancy. Thank you so much. So hopefully everyone just in breathing and experiencing that right now, it's not just a theory or me telling you a concept or idea. You actually have a physical experience of it. So anytime you're learning can go beyond the head and become a physical experience of something that you feel and experience, real life, you feel it. Now you've got something way beyond a cognitive idea that can actually even become a trap in and of itself. So everyone, I really hope you tried that on. And like Nancy knows her stuff. She is amazing. Even sometimes we exchange coaching back and forth. So we're really blessed to have her on today. And so everyone just take a moment and see if you can melt away the stress and the strain in your body right now. Add breath. If anything, take your shoes off, put your bare feet out on the bare earth if you got the opportunity to do that right now, and just breathe deeply and calm your body and your mind to generate inner peace in this moment, knowing that the more you do something, the more you will get used to doing it and the more you will do it. So if you get accustomed to working out, you'll work out more. If you get accustomed to calming your mind, you'll be calm more. If you're accustomed to stressing, you're getting really good at stressing. So they say practice makes perfect. If you practice being stressed, you're getting perfect at being stressed. If you practice relaxing and acting from a place of inspiration and power and presence, then you're going to get better and better at doing that. So thank you so much, Nancy.
You're welcome. I have one more thing to add very briefly. Awesome. And that is just everyone, one of the fastest ways to change our mental posture. So think about your thoughts as a mental construct and a posture, and your emotional, if you have ever felt stuck emotionally, like you're really warped and feeling tight, the fastest way to shifting your mental and emotional posture is to move your body. So change your posture. So if you find yourself feeling stuck, change your posture. If you're sitting, stand up. If you're standing, bend over and stretch and wiggle and move your fingertips, wiggle your toes, roll your ankles, roll your shoulders. Just 30 seconds of moving your body and getting your body engaged can help you start to shift and soothe any mental stress and anxiety that you're feeling or emotional stress and anxiety that you're feeling. So breath and movement are key.
Beautiful share, Nancy. It's so relevant because, guys, everyone try on right now. Go ahead and point a finger and imagine that you're pissed off at me. Go ahead and look at me through the camera right now and point at the camera and hold your best blame posture right now. Just like point and squint your face a little bit and be like, oh, I'm pissed at you. And now whatever you're doing, do that even more. And now even more, like if you're leaning forward, lean forward more and contract and tense your muscles and point harder and just hold that posture. And from this place, try to solve a problem and also try to feel loving, spacious, relaxed thoughts. And now let that go. That was tiresome. And breathe and relax. And notice, were you able to feel loving and relaxed and peaceful and to generate solutions and solve problems from that place? And the message and the reason why I had you try that on is because your body posture locks in your mindset. And so if you want, Einstein says no problem can be solved from the same state in which it was created. So if you want to shift your state of mind, if you know, well, first, if you want to solve a problem, the first thing you need to do is shift your state of mind. But the first thing that's very helpful to shift your state of mind is to shift your physiology. It means breathe deeply and consciously and move your body. Usually you're in a rigid posture. Even, you know, right now, do your best figure it out posture. Like if you were to be like very philosophical, like, oh, I got to solve this. Usually it looks something like this. Right? So try that on. Same thing. And when you contract into that, you actually stop, you lose the ability to solve the problem. It's kind of like when you're trying really hard to remember something and you can't remember it, and then finally you're like, oh, well, fine. And you give up on it. And then all of a sudden you remember. Just like Nancy said, if you'll relax and breathe and move your body, everyone practice right now the opposite. Move your body in very free, flowing, spacious, enjoyable way while adding deep breath, and see if your physiology shifts. See if you feel better. I just got a message from Nancy. She said, thank you for inviting me to play. I didn't read the whole thing, but at some point, I don't know if it's right now or soon, she's going to have to go to be with a client call. So thank you, Nancy, for the heads up. Really appreciate your addition and support. And so, guys, your physiological body posture affects your mood, your mindset, your ability to solve problems and generate solutions and create what you want to create in your life. So breathe and move in a completely different way. If you're contracted, go the total opposite. Usually you're contracted and breathing very shallow. Instead, breathe deeply and move in a very spacious way, a flowing way, and it opens up the mental clarity to receive inspiration and guidance. This will help you run your business. That'll help you make more money. This will help you solve your marital problems. Like whatever the hell the challenge is, you want clarity. And in order to receive clarity, you want to create spaciousness. If you want spaciousness, breathe and move your body in a spacious way. All right, so next down the list, planning and developing versus overcommitting. So guys, overcommitting has to do with an integrity issue. It's committing to things that maybe you don't even, so like, first off, when we look at integrity, it's far beyond doing what you say you'll do. That's just step one. The rest is actually knowing yourself, knowing what is an authentic yes or no for you, and only committing to things that you actually want to do. When you commit to things that you don't want to do because you're shooting on yourself, plan on not following through worth a shit, and plan on breaking those agreements and always having integrity glitches. And if you want to have sustainable success in business and life, you must have impeccable integrity. Otherwise, your success will rise and it'll crash. Just like, imagine, so integrity means to be aligned with the true nature of a thing. So imagine the lug nuts on your front car tire, front passenger side of your vehicle are loose. If you're driving 1 mile an hour, probably won't even notice. 5 miles an hour might start to feel a slight wobble in the steering wheel. 10 miles an hour, it's starting to get rough. 100 miles an hour, your life is on the line. Your life is on the line. And so small integrity glitches in the beginning equals big ass problems in the end. If you want sustainable success, figure out how to be impeccable in your integrity. And if you want to be impeccable in your integrity, you will learn how to say no way more often than you say yes. Every time you say yes to one thing, you say no to every other possibility in the universe. You said yes to attending this call, that means you're saying no to having sex right now. When you say yes to fighting with your spouse, you're saying no to making love. When you say yes to taking a job that you don't love, you're saying no to making lots of money doing exactly what you love. So when it comes to overcommitting, the first step is a commitment to, I commit to doing only what is a hell yes for me, an absolute yes, a full body yes. If it's a full body yes, I do it. If it's not, it's a no. If it's an I don't know, it's a no. It's either an absolutely, I would love that, or it's a no. So when you realize that and commit to that, and then you'll recommit, and it'll be hard at first because people will offer you things and your tendency is to say yes, 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 yes. And what you need to say is no way more often. Successful people say no way more often than they say yes. I have every morning that I wake up, I have 20 or 30 people that have messaged me on Facebook Messenger, text message, whatever. And half of them have some offer like, hey, you should join my network marketing company. Hey, will you coach me for free? Hey, will you bless my whatever? Will you do this? Will you? And I love all people and want to serve all people. And it's been difficult to learn to say no, but you will learn to say no if you want to be committed to creating the life of your dreams, being the spouse you want to be, the parent you want to be, the business owner you want to be, the contributor to society that you want to be. You will learn how to say no. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to overcommitting, commit to saying yes only to the things that are an absolute yes, saying no to everything else that doesn't fall within that, committing to only doing things that align with your passion and purpose so that it falls within your zone of genius. And then when it comes to, you said planning and delivering, the key to that is being able to trust yourself to keep your word. So really at the bottom of this is just integrity, integrity, integrity. It's like, can you know the truth of who you are, align with that, only commit to the things that you want to commit to, and then follow through, build up over time so that when you commit to something, you follow through. In the beginning, I really sucked at follow through. And I was praying. I had inconsistent income. I had a hard time making money consistently. And I was praying, saying, please give me some guidance. How can I make money consistently? I'm sick of this frickin' feast or famine pattern. And the voice, guidance, inspiration, whatever you want to call it, said, handle your physical body and fitness. And when you handle that, because the way you do one thing is the way you do all things, when you handle that, it will handle the same issues that are stopping you from consistently making money. I didn't fully get it at the time, but I knew it was true. I joined CrossFit, which later became Spartan races, which later became Ironman races. In the process of committing to small steps and going to bigger and bigger and bigger things, I gained the capacity to follow through to complete an Ironman, versus before I couldn't even complete half the phone calls that I scheduled. So if you want to be able to plan and then actually deliver and create lasting results in your life, learn to have follow through, and that starts by committing to small things daily and executing on a consistent basis so that it becomes a habit. You build your ability and capacity to commit and follow through by committing to small things first. Nancy, would you add something to that?
Yeah, I would love to add something. And this is the little road, these are the road signs for recognizing when you don't have an absolute yes to something. So listen for language that you're saying when you say, yeah, sure, maybe, okay, I think so, I'll try. What do you think? So listen to it. It's going to be really easy at first for you to hear it from other people, but the big challenge is for you to actually hear it as it's coming out of your own mouth. Pause when you start to say, yeah, I'll try to do that, or I think I'll get that done. And especially if you look up and away, or you don't maintain eye contact, it's another flag, another little jolt to that. Do I really mean yes, or do I mean no? And just assign yourself a no for anything that doesn't have a yes. So if you have a sure, assume it's a no. If you have a, yeah, I think so, assume it's a no. Until you get fully landed and fully committed to yes, you'll see the difference of when you start saying yes and no instead of all the other, I'm just going to use all the other crap.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Nancy. And this is a perfect segue into the next question, which is, someone said, how to help other people get free of society's expectations without becoming the target of their wrath. So first off, this question is insinuating that you're in someone else's business, like you think you need to get someone else to change, and then you're wondering why they're getting pissed at you. And ultimately it's because on the drama triangle, there's victim, villain, and hero are the only three positions in that triangle. And whatever position you're on, you're attracting the other two. So if you're on the hero position, getting up in their business, trying to get them to do something different or change or see something that they're not asking for your help on, they're most likely to get offended and be like, hey, and now you become the target of their wrath. So look at how is it that you're judging them and trying to hero them. And as you showing up as the hero, you're attracting the victim and the villain. And so they're feeling victimized. You're feeling victimized. You're like, hey, I'm just trying to help. Why are you being mean to me? And they're like, hey, I didn't frickin' ask for your help. Back off, right? So they're feeling, hey, I was just going along just fine. I didn't have a problem. Now you're up here trying to give me advice unsolicited. They're feeling like a victim and then turning into a villain because you're showing up as the hero. So if you want to help somebody, first off, ask them if they want your help. If they say no, then chances are you're just in a hero persona and you need to go deal with your own shit. If they say yes, now Nancy was saying, if you hear yourself saying, sure, yeah, I guess, I guess I'll do that, or any version of that, same thing for them. If you say, hey, I noticed that you seem to be struggling with what other people think about you, and you seem to be not feeling free to live your life fully. Would you be open to some feedback or some support around that? Could I help you with that? If they say sure, or maybe, or they say yes and they shake their head like this, yeah, sure. Like, you want to pay attention. It's less important for you to speak what you think is so smart and try to save them than it is to get their permission for you to even offer anything at all. If they don't give you full on, absolutely, I would love that, please, then don't give it. If they say a sure, then actually speak to it. Say, hey, I noticed you said sure and did this. Do you actually want this feedback, yes or no? That way, when you give feedback, it's actually valued and honored, and they can actually have the chance to receive it or to say no, and then you can deal with your own shit separate from that. Nancy, feel free to chime in if you have anything on that. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next thing.
Just really quick, when somebody says no, honor it. Period. When they say no, do not push. Do not try to sell them. Your sales window has closed.
Yes, 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 yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Loving all of your tidbits, Nancy. You're so amazing. All right. So next one, how to own my value and choose to step into money creation. So first off, I want everyone to take a minute and breathe, close your eyes, and check in and ask yourself, I'm going to ask you, and you ask yourself, would you be willing to own that you are valuable beyond measure just for existing without doing anything for anybody? Just check in and see if you're willing to adopt that belief. Are you willing to be valuable beyond measure without doing anything for anybody? Just inherently. Just the fact that you exist, that you're a child of creation, that something valued you enough to create you, that you love, that your heart beats, that you breathe, that you care, that whether you have a certificate or not, whether you have a degree or not, whether you're changing the world or not, whether you're saving or helping anyone or not, would you be willing to tune in as deeply as possible right here, right now, to your inherent worth? That you matter, that you're valuable, that you're beautiful, that you matter to somebody, you matter to your children, that even beyond doing anything for anybody, just to you, you matter to the cosmos, you matter to the planet, you matter to humanity, beyond what you can even imagine. Can you even just tune into the possibility that beyond imagination, you matter so tremendously, and that your value is beyond comprehension? Can you just even feel the possibility of that just for a brief moment? How deeply can you tap into that? Even if it don't make sense, even if it don't seem to add up, even if you don't understand the math, just for a moment, would you be willing to close your eyes and breathe and feel, I matter, I'm worthy, I'm valuable, beyond measure, just as I am right here, right now, nothing to change, nothing to fix, regardless of the past, regardless of my perceived mistakes, sins, shortcomings, failings, whatever, regardless of anything I've ever done or said, or all the people I've hurt, or all the guilt or shame that I carry, right here, right now, can you just tap in and feel, I matter, I'm valuable, I'm worthy, I'm here for something bigger, I deserve goodness? Would you be willing to breathe and expand on that a little bit? How deeply can you settle into that and embrace it?
I'm going to add, this would be a really great time to feel your feet on the floor. Feel your seat on the chair. Feel your back. And let yourself be supported through your own value and how you matter, because you're here.
Breathe deeply. See if you can relax the tension in your body. Smelt away anything that's no longer serving you. Check in and see, am I willing to let go of anything and everything that no longer serves me? You know, throughout the participation and engagement in this call, am I willing right here, right now, to let go of anything and everything that no longer serves me? And are you willing to receive anything and everything that assists you in being more free, more expressed, more happy, more fulfilled, more prosperous, more abundant, more connected, more flowing, more peaceful, more alive, more fulfilled than ever before, for the good of all? When you thrive, everyone thrives. When you do good, everyone does good. We are all one. We're all connected. When I lose, you lose. When you lose, I lose. When I win, you win. When you win, I win. Are you willing to step into that and feel and experience that and breathe into it right now? And now from this place, I want to speak to some of the logistical side of it. So please continue to breathe and feel that feeling and see how much you can expand into that on a regular basis to just own your worth right here, right now. Let go of any guilt and shame from the past that's holding you back. You know, you guys, you can sit and beat yourself forever and lash yourself forever, and it's not going to make you more Christ-like. It's not going to make you more humble. It's not going to make you more successful. It's just going to keep undermining your confidence and success. The path to success is self-love, not self-abuse. Your perception of humility has been skewed. Humility simply means openness to learning. So would you be willing to be fully confident and fully open to learning at the same time? That's the winning combo. It's nothing to do with self-abuse and tearing yourself down. All right, so now logistically speaking, how do I own my value and choose to step into money creation? When I first chose to sell my construction business and launch my coaching business, it was such a huge leap. And the voices in my head were going crazy, telling me no one would listen. They would laugh at me. who was I to do this? I'm not qualified. I don't have enough certifications, blah, 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 blah. And in the beginning, I didn't dare charge 2 cents. And after a while, I started charging a couple $100 a month. And after a while, that grew into a couple thousand a month. And right now, the biggest package I've sold was $150,000 for a year. I recently made an offer. I presented a package for $250,000 a year. The guy wanted it, but couldn't quite afford it. And right now, I'm getting coaching from a woman who's teaching me how to present and close $1 million per year deals, $1 million plus. So the self-worth comes over time. It was just like me first taking on exercising daily, and then Spartan races, and then Ironman, like 9-hour workouts and 14 and a half hour Ironman completion day, things like that. But that build up over time. So the same thing with your value and worth. In the beginning, if all you value yourself for is free, give some away for free just to get practice under your belt. And then when that starts to hurt and you're like, shit, I'm spending all this time and I'm getting better and better and I'm providing all this value and I'm not charging, then charge a little bit. And then when you get sick of that, like, oh, I'm worth more than this, then charge more. And just keep on doing that until it becomes very normal for you to charge higher and higher prices. So build up over time. Then you said choose to step into money creation. So the next step on that is dollars follow value. Every day I talk to people who have lots of value to add to the world, but they're not doing it. I have massage therapists who have the ability to make $100 an hour or more who are working a job for $15 an hour, all because they don't value themselves, they don't know how to market, they don't know how to sell. They don't position themselves in such a way to thrive, so they settle for $15 an hour. And guys, if you're working by the hour, if you're working for $20 an hour, what you're saying is my time is worth less than $20 an hour. I know that's hard to grasp because you're trying to tell your boss, hey, I'm worth more than $20 an hour, but you accepted the offer for $20 an hour. That means you believe your time is worth less than the $20 an hour. Otherwise, you would say, no, that's not a good deal. And vice versa, the employee is the boss who hired you says, I actually value your time at more than $20 an hour. That's why I'm buying it. You said, yes, I'll give you my time for $20 an hour. And so they said, yep, I'll take that offer because they feel like your time is worth more than $20 an hour. They're probably making 40, 50, 60, 100 an hour off of your time. So it's worth it to them. But if you said, yes, you're saying my time is worth less than $20 an hour, that's why you accepted the deal. We don't trade $20 for 20. Both parties feel like they got the better end of the deal. So you feel like you subconsciously believe, you consciously believe you're worth more than 20 an hour. You subconsciously believe you're worth less than $20 an hour. Otherwise, you wouldn't take the deal. So if you want to make more money, raise your self-confidence. If you want to raise your self-confidence, take on harder and harder things. Believe in yourself, love yourself, find all the unloved places in yourself and bring love to those places. And then when it comes to money creation, step outside your comfort zone over and over again to figure out what value can you add and offer it. Stop caring so much about people saying no. When they say no to your offer, they're not rejecting you. They're just saying, no, your offer's not a fit for me right now. But we have it wired that if I make an offer and someone says no, they're rejecting me. It has nothing to do with that. So stretch yourself, provide value constantly, because dollars follow value. So you would never take a tomato seed and say, give me tomatoes and then I'll plant you and water you. Instead, you take a tomato seed and you say, you know what? I'm going to plant you. I'm going to cultivate you. I'm going to water you. I'm going to nurture you. I'm going to care for you. And in 3 months from now, granted the weather permits and that you're a healthy seed, you're going to give me a plant full of tomatoes that are full of thousands of other seeds, and this is going to be epic, but I'll provide value first. When you start looking at people as assets and you get out of your own way and quit freaking out about whether people are going to accept you or not, and you just start frickin' providing value and saying, how can I serve you? And throwing it out there like this call. Who paid me to be here? Raise your hand if you paid me to be here. No hands raised. You didn't, right? No one paid me to be on this call. Think I'm stupid? Think I'm doing this for my health? No, this is in my best interest to serve you guys. I'm providing value. And you guys you're receiving value, and you're going to go apply it. Then you're going to make more money, and you're going to love your life more. You're going to say, shit, if that's what I got doing is free stuff, I can't wait to give them a bunch of money so I can get even more and doing more stuff, right? So how many people would love to give me money in the future? Raise your hand. Right? Awesome. I would love to receive your money. That's why I'm here giving you value and cultivating and nurturing. I like receiving money. And I know that dollars follow value, so I'm giving value first. I'm not showing up on your door saying, hey, what can you give to me? Give me money, buy my shit. I'm showing up on your door saying, how can I serve you? And I serve you and 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 serve you. And once in a great fucking while, I say, hey, who wants to attend my event? Hey, who wants me to help them go next level in their business? And people give me money all the time because I deliver way more value than I ever asked for. That's the path to you making cash. You want to step into cash? Go provide value and service and solve people's problems, and they'll be glad to throw money at you all day long. Every day I wake up, I don't know how much money's coming in that day. I look at my bank account, I'm like, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. I'm like, wow, that's cool. But every day I don't wake up saying, how can I get? Most people ask questions like, how can I make more money? That's such a horrible question. The question is, how can I provide the maximum amount of value for the most amount of people in the deepest way possible, for as long as possible, as often as possible? Those are questions worth asking. That's where money comes from. Money, you are the source of money, not the economy, not employers, not the marketplace. You are the source of money. And the way you are aligning and showing up and organizing yourself is determining how much money is in your life. If you don't have the money you want, you're not creating the value and exchange that would give you the money you want. Now, in the beginning, I hated marketing and sales. I thought it was totally not righteous. I thought a righteous being like myself would just show up and serve, and I wouldn't need to market or sell. That's for slimy salespeople. Let me reframe that real quick for you guys. Marketing and sales is simply communication. It's simply relationships. It's simply me getting on Facebook and providing enough value that you guys show the fuck up on this call to receive some more value. I communicated in a way that enrolled you to attend this call. That's marketing. Me building relationships where I'm cultivating value constantly. Always giving, and then being willing to receive when the time is right. When it serves both of us, when it's truly win-win, being willing to receive as well. That's relationships, give and receive, a constant flow, an infinite flow of giving and receiving. So marketing is simply me communicating in a way that helps you know the value that I can add to your life. Sales is simply me communicating in a way that helps you solve problems and helps you know that I can help you solve more problems and create more joy in your life, and then creating a win-win exchange so that we both are better off because of it. So the principles of prosperity, some of them are dollars follow value, like we already talked. When I say principle, it just means natural governing law. So you can pray all day long, and you can watch The Secret, and you can meditate, and you can manifest to you all day long. But if you don't align with the principles that predicate those blessings, if you don't plant that tomato seed and water it and cultivate it, no tomatoes. Sorry, I don't care how much you prayed. I don't care how many old ladies you help across the street. I don't care how many times you go to church. I don't care what you think you're going to do that's going to bring you tomatoes. The laws that govern tomato production is take the seed, put it in the soil, cover it up, water it, give it some sunlight, protect it from the hail and the wind and too much water, and give it the right amount, and boom, 3 or however many months later, there's more scientific, like 20, 45, 48 days later, whatever it is, you're going to have a freaking tomato crop that's going to start coming on. Same thing with money. It's governed by natural laws, and if you keep ignoring that you're ignoring those natural laws, then you're going to keep not having money. But if you say, okay, what are the natural laws that I'm not aligned with that would give me money, and how can I align with those laws? Boom, money comes. And if you pay attention, I'm going to give you some of those key laws right now. Dollars follow value. They don't come first. It's not dollars then value. It's value then dollars. This principle can also be rewritten as value follows value, because dollars are actually just a description of a piece of paper in America, right, that represents exchange of value. So the true nature of this principle is value follows value. And value doesn't matter. It's whatever you value. Do you value food? Do you value water? Do you value connection? Do you value love? Do you value sex? Do you value fulfillment and purpose and meaning? Do you value nature? What do you value? So how can you create more of what you value? By giving away what you would love to give away. Why did I become a life coach? My life used to be miserable as fuck. I hired a life coach, learned to be happy and create things that I liked, and felt so good about it, I decided I wanted to share it with other people because I didn't want other people to keep being as miserable as I used to be. And so I love giving away what I've received. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Every time I see one of you break free and do what you love and prosper and create amazing relationships and break free from your hell, it's like me breaking free from my hell all over again. I would do this shit whether I got paid or not. I'm not getting paid right now, and I'm having a blast. And I get paid really well for this. So, I mean, right? Like, why not do what you love what you do, and make a lot of money doing it? Who is interested and willing to have that life? Yes. So principle number 1, dollars follow value. Principle number 2, people, not things, are assets. If you ask an accountant what an asset is, a house, a car, a bank account, sorry, those aren't assets. People are. You guys are assets. Everyone that you value in your life, your kids, your spouse, your family, your friends, your clients, those are the assets. So always nurture your network. Always be providing value. Later on, someone asked in this thread, they were like, how do I surround myself with successful people? So I'm going to answer that right now. Everyone right now, if you want a homework assignment, you can assign this to yourself right now. Make a list of the top 5 most successful people that you know in these areas of life. Who are the top most spiritual people that you know that have the spiritual result that you want? That doesn't mean religious. That doesn't mean anything. No matter what your spiritual path is, think of the top 5 people that you know that have the spiritual result in their life that you would like to have spiritually in your life, and write their names down. Now, another list of 5 people. Who are the 5 people who have the results financially that you would like to have? The 5 main people that have the financial results you would like to have. Now, there's some people that have a shit ton of money, but they're miserable. They're not fulfilled. They're not doing what they love. They're sacrificing their life. They're whoring themselves out for money. They are not happy. Don't write those people down. Okay? I don't give a shit how much money they have. This isn't about just money. This is about happy fulfillment while prospering and living a life of choice. Who are the 5 people closest to you that you know that make the most money but are actually happy in the way that they do it? Write down those names. And you don't have to write down all these names right now. Just assign yourself the task to gain clarity on these things. Same thing so we did spiritual, we did financial. Do the same thing for relationships. Who are the top 5 people you know who've created the ideal relationship that you would love to have, and they have those results? Who are those people? So now we've done relationships, we've done finance, we've done spirituality. Now physical results. Who are the top 5 people who have the physical vibrance, health, vitality, fitness, all of that, who are the top 5 people you know that have the physical results you want. That don't mean just mean they have a nice set of fake boobs or they have a 6-pack abs. This is people that truly have vibrance. Yes, guys, no holds barred. I always say all the crazy shit. I'm kind of like Eminem. I just say the shit. I I say the shit you joke about in your living room. The only difference is I got the balls to say it in front of you all, and I don't got to be false or sugarcoated at all. I just get on the mic and spit it, and whether you like to admit it, I just shit it better than 90% of these rappers out there. I love Eminem. I love being a freak show. I love being myself and being free in front of anybody, anywhere, no matter what they think. I don't care if half of you think I'm a fucking nutcase and hang up on this call. I'm having fun, and I like it that way. So, dollars follow value. People are assets. Exchange creates wealth. Exchange creates wealth. So if we took just the people on this call and we took the skills and abilities and passions that you guys have, half of them are hobbies. Some of you are massage therapists. Some of you are energy workers. Some of you are writers. Some of you are coaches. Some of you are financial advisors. Some of you are passionate about children. Like, I don't know what all we've got on here, but what I know is we have freaking limitless abilities right here on this call. And if you guys, so if we were all sitting in a circle live right now, we're physically in the same room, and I said, okay guys, the economy's tight right now, you better hang on to your resources, and everyone just sat there and held on to their abilities and resources. And we just sat there for the next, say, 30 minutes, and nobody did anything because we're scared, because if we were to extend our resources, we might find ourselves losing out. That's what people do. Unconscious people, when the TV starts blabbering, the economy's falling, it's like the sky's falling, and everyone takes off running. And everyone grabs their resources and holds on tight. And then because you stop buying stuff, the next guy goes broke, and the next guy goes broke, and the next guy goes broke, and then the economy falls. The very act of saying the sky is falling makes the fucking sky fall. Because of the way we react. Not because of anything. Just that we react out of scarcity and survival, go to fight or flight, and we hang on tight for survival. McDonald's and Burger King used to own 50-50 share in the fast food marketplace. Between the two of them, they controlled 75% of the fast food marketplace. The economy went down. Burger King said, we better weather this storm. Let's cut down on our marketing budget. McDonald's said, this is going to be a tight time. We better double our marketing budget. McDonald's now controls 70%. Now, I don't promote either. I don't promote fast food. I'm just talking about a principle here. I eat very healthy. I'm just talking about a principle here. McDonald's made a smart move, even if they're a stupid company. No bias here. McDonald's doubled down on their marketing, and they changed their message. They said, you know what could we do? Let's come up with a value menu. Dollar value menu. So they go on and they double up their marketing and they say, hey guys, we know that the economy's tight. That's why we're in this together. We want to help you out so that you can still enjoy the foods you love and the convenience that you love at a price that you can afford. That's why we've come out with our new dollar menu. Now, did they truly lose much profit margin? Hell no. They used to sell you an 8-piece chicken nugget for $5. Now they're selling you a 3-piece chicken nugget for $1. Whatever that, like, they cut their margins maybe a bit, but not much. They mostly just repackaged, and in their verbiage, they doubled down on their marketing and said, the economy is low. We know it's tight for all of you out there. That's why we're here to help you. We're in this together. We've created our value menu so you can still enjoy this shit. We'll see you down here today. Meanwhile, Burger King cuts their marketing budget in half, and what happened, the end result, McDonald's controls 75% of the fast food marketplace, and Burger King fell back with the rest of the bottom feeders. One simple thing. You either get caught up in scarcity thinking and go into fight or flight and contract, or you realize that exchange creates wealth and you make your own damn economy. And you figure out whose problems can I solve and who do I get to reach out to offer value and solve those problems so that we can both thrive. Now let's go back to that imaginary circle. All of us on this call are sitting together in a circle, live in person. And I say, okay, over the next 30 minutes, instead of contracting and holding on to your resources, let's see how many of your resources can give away. If you're an energy healer, heal. If you're a massage therapist, massage. If you have a candy bar in your pocket, create an exchange with it. If you have some money in your pocket, create an exchange with it. If you got a water bottle under your chair, create an exchange with it. If you got some gum in your pocket, create an exchange with it. You got some breath mints, create some exchanges with it. And we saw how much value can we provide for each other, because if value follows value and exchange creates wealth, if in 30 minutes we all gave as much as we could to each other and created win-win exchanges with each other and saw how many of those win-win exchanges we could create, how much better would everyone in that circle feel at the end of those 30 minutes than the other one when we all sit doing this? Everyone would have a massage. Everyone would have had some energy work. Everyone would have had a coaching session. Everyone would end up with some chocolate, some water, some mints, some food, all the other shit we had to give, and we would all be better off because of it. Our energy would be up. Our happiness would be up. Our peace, our connection, our joy, everything would be up because we exchanged value instead of contracting around scarcity. So we come back to this. It says, how to own my value and choose to step into money creation. Just frickin' start serving people and then witness the benefit that it gives to them and then serve some more. And then rather than seeing them as a victim who needs to be saved by you doing it for free, charge them so that they'll actually value what you're giving to them and apply it and get results because they committed and put their money where their mouth is. And then as a result of that, they get bigger results, and then you see the results, and then you have the confidence to charge even more. Just get in the damn pool and start doing it. Start serving. Start valuing yourself. Start creating win-win exchanges. And if you want the confidence to make those offers and those win-win exchanges, just commit that come hell or high water, you will always provide more value than you charge for, no matter what it takes. That'll give you the confidence it takes to make the leap. When you're not sure if you can deliver, just commit right here. Say, you know what? I commit, come hell or high water. If I charge this person this money, I will find a way to over-deliver. I will under-promise and over-deliver, and whatever it takes, I will deliver more value than I take from this person, no matter what. And then you find a way. If that means extending the agreement, renegotiating the agreement, giving twice as much as you originally thought, you just make sure at the end of that, you know that you gave more value than you took. And when you can rest assured in that confidence, you can launch from where you're at, even if you're not as confident as you think you need to be, because you can have confidence in the commitment that you will over-deliver, as long as you promise and keep that promise. That will give you the confidence you need to launch right here, right now. Okay, next question. How to move into abundance and leave lack in the dust. We've already covered that. How to see yourself even more than you already do. We've already covered that. How to help others break through. Well, let me cover more. How to see yourself even more than you already do. Every day, practice what we call the ABCs. Appreciate, bless, compliment yourself and others as often as possible. And never tear yourself down. Never buy into your guilt and shame. Never find anything that's wrong with you. What you focus on expands. So begin focusing on what's right with you instead of what's wrong with you. Focus on what's right with you instead of what's wrong with you, and watch what's right with you expand, and pretty soon it'll outshine what's wrong with you by 100, like whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying, but it will outshine what's not working within you. So appreciate, bless, and compliment yourself and others. Now, let's see what happens when I appreciate, bless, and compliment you. Pay attention to what my mind, my subconscious mind hears when I look at you and give you compliments. So I look at Dimitri, I'll say, Dimitri, so let me appreciate, bless, and compliment. So an appreciation, Dimitri, I really appreciate your heartfelt connection to others and your deep desire to serve fully. I love and appreciate your commitment to service. So that's an appreciation, right? Now I'm going to bless him. Dimitri, may you be blessed with absolute peace and prosperity throughout all areas of your life. Now compliment him. Dimitri, you are an amazing facilitator, coach, and leader who is here to make a tremendous difference in the world. Thank you for being so powerful and so committed. Okay, so now what did my mind hear subconsciously? I said, may you be blessed with absolute peace and prosperity. You're a total badass. I mean, I love your connection to source and your deep, intimate desire to serve others. You're so powerful and you're here to make a difference. What did I hear when I said all that to him? All of that, right? My subconscious heard everything I was projecting to him. So when you're judging others, you're judging you. When you're tearing down others, you're tearing down you. When you're gossiping about others, you're gossiping about you. If you want to raise your confidence, frickin' speak nicely to yourself. Beating a dog that's been beat too much isn't going to get that dog to quit cowering. Love is the answer. Love is the solution. So appreciate, bless, and compliment yourself and others as much as you possibly can until every neural pathway in your brain has been completely rewired for prosperity, for joy, for connection, for peace, for self-worth. When you love yourself, you wouldn't, so like a person who doesn't love themselves punishes themselves by being broke and getting broken up with and having everything suck in their life. A person who loves themselves gives themselves the very best of everything. So the more daily practice, the more you can practice self-love every day, the more you will thrive in every aspect of life. Do nice things for yourself. Buy those flowers that you've been wishing someone would buy for you. Give yourself that bubble bath. Take that time to nurture yourself. Spend that time in nature. Get that massage. Speak kindly to yourself. Appreciate, bless, and compliment. It's the ABCs of success in life. Appreciate, bless, compliment yourself and everyone and everything. You're having a struggle in your life? Appreciate, bless, and compliment that struggle. Thank you for bringing this struggle to help me be stronger. Thank you for bringing this struggle to kill off anything and everything inside of me that no longer serves me. Thank you for bringing this pain so that I can heal all the unloved places in me and recognize the depth of the beauty of who I really am. Thank you, pain, for coming to serve and heal me. May you be blessed with peace. Let this sink in, guys. Like we're literally blessing, appreciating, and complimenting even our pain, even our darkness, even our insecurity, even our doubts and our fears, even our enemies. It's no joke. Love thine enemy? No joke. Like, it's the path to your freedom. It's not even for your enemy's good. It's for yours, which is actually for their good too. But we're just going to be selfish for a minute, right? All right. How to help others break through their own BS stories if they are reluctant to do so. So we pretty much covered that in the earlier one. Like, first, maintain your own business. Second, don't try to hero them. Third, get an agreement from them if they want your help. If they don't, leave them alone. If they do, then if they agree to receive your help, then they'll receive it. If they don't, they won't. Also, when people pay, people take action. The people that pay me for my training and coaching and support take 10 times more action than the people who just consume my free stuff. Because there's a value exchange that's happening. There's a commitment that's happening. It's not just, hey, I got this for free, so whatever. It's, hey, I'm freaking paying this shit. What am I going to do to capitalize on it? So if you want people to actually make a shift, help them make an investment towards that. And make sure they actually want your help. Otherwise, it's not their shit that needs to be helped. It's you letting go of your need to control and change others versus allow them their experience. Okay, next person asked how to resist the pulling back down when you are rising up, how to break the barrier that keeps us from getting to the next level spiritually, emotionally, physically, and staying there. So this is the upper limits problem. The first key is breath. Breathe, breathe, breathe. So when it's good, breathe and expand into that goodness. When it's shitty, breathe and feel the negative emotions so that you can move through them and get back to the goodness. So it's all the law of averages. If you hang out a lot of time in the low frequencies, you're going to get more low frequencies. That's why we drop the guilt and shame. That's why we forgive the past. That's why we make a new choice. The more we hang out in the higher frequencies, the more we climb. So your thermostat setting is basically the average between how much time do you spend between these two areas. So if on a scale of 1 to 10, your average day is a 5, and heaven on earth would be a 10, we need to see how many 7s, 8s, and 9s we can create so that that becomes your new norm so that your law of averages moves up. So breath and body posture and focusing on what's right with you are critical for those pieces. So we've mostly covered that. So let me go down through and see what comments. Steve says, thank you for bringing us this information. I appreciate you and the work you have done and are sharing, CJS. It's an honor, Steve. I really appreciate you participating and engaging and sharing all along the way. I would love to see you launch into some of our programs and come to some of our events, brother. I would love to meet you in person and take this shit next level. Let me know when you're ready. Lynette said, make a list of top 5 most successful people I know that have the results I want. Okay, I didn't finish that assignment. So guys, you make the list of those people and then you focus on how much value can I add in these people's lives on a consistent basis. You don't show up to those successful people's doors saying, hey, will you teach me how to have successful relationships? Hey, will you help me have physical health? Hey, will you help me to be rich? You show up to a rich person's door and say, hey, will you give me a handout? You're just another one of a infinite people who are looking for someone to save them. If you want to take responsibility for creating what you want with that, make the list of the people in each of those areas and then see how can I serve those people? How can I add value to their life every day? How can I become inexpendable in their life? How can I make it so that they would absolutely love to have me in their life? If you took those 5 most successful financial people, 5 most successful relationship people, 5 most successful spiritual people, 5 most successful physical health people, and you made daily deposits in their life and you figure out how could I make their life a little better every single day, pretty soon they're not going to want to live without you. And the rest of the story is the 5 main people you hang out with is who you become, is the results you get. If you take the 5 main people you hang out with and look at their bank accounts, it's the same as yours. Take the 5 main people you hang out and look at their relationships, that's the same as yours. Take the 5 main people and average their spirituality, same as yours. So you get to choose wisely who's in your environment. Do you get to remove some people from your environment? And do you get to focus on whose environment you're expanding into so that you can change the conversations you're having and the beliefs you're having and the mindsets you're having so that you can create different results? And if you want to get very proactive about that, you create those lists and you start making deposits because value follows value. You don't show up to their door asking for a handout. You show up bearing gifts. And you take those people on that list and you see what can I do to make their life better today. And when you've done that enough, value follows value. Next thing you know, everything else works itself out. All right, so let me check in with the rest of the comments here, see if there's any other questions we want to cover. Let's see. I don't see any new ones on the live hangout. So let me check on my computer on the Limitless group. So I answered Blake's question about surrounding yourself with people. Sue asked about abundance mentality. Hopefully I've covered that plenty through the principles I've shared. Okay, Harry said moving at essence pace. So Harry's obviously done either some of my work or some of the Hendricks work, which is beautiful. So guys, if you're in a physical room and you can get up and walk around right now, what I would invite you to try, and if you can't get up and walk around, then try it on in your mind's eye and just imagine it. So how fast can you walk around the room without getting injured and still stay completely connected with all of your surroundings? So if you're able to do that physically, go do that now. If not, do it in your mind's eye. Imagine you're in a room full of a whole bunch of people and furniture, and imagine how fast can you walk. Imagine walking really fast, and imagine walking medium, and imagine walking slow. And see how fast can you walk. And if you're in a room that you're able to do this, just physically do it right now. Just walk around and test walking fast, medium, slow, all different paces, and see what you notice. How connected do you feel? And see if you can find the pace where you feel most connected to yourself and your surroundings. That's essence pace. So there's a lot of people online, it's like hustle, 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 move fast, go hard, 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 hard. Like those are the same people that burn out. Those are the same people that injure themselves. Those are the same people that commit suicide. They act like a badass. They think they're a warrior, but they're actually caught on the drama triangle in their own mind, and it's not sustainable. Most of them have torn Achilles tendons. They have frickin' bad backs. They have all kinds of shit going on. So essence pace is, what is my pace? Because everyone has a different pace. Like our Havasupai trip we got coming up. If you guys haven't, if you're not, if you can get to Havasupai, if you want confidence, get your ass to Havasupai. You want unshakable confidence? Message me and ask me about Havasupai, the breakthrough, Grand Canyon. If you don't know what Havasupai is, frickin' Google it. It's one of the most beautiful places on earth. Just going there is an experience in and of itself, let alone dealing with this crazy dude and a bunch of other crazy people doing a bunch of crazy shit. You leave there a little bit crazy in a good way. So if you're interested in that, message me immediately. It's selling very quickly, and it's a frickin' game changer. And now that we interrupted your regularly scheduled broadcast for that, what do they call that? For that advertisement, let's go back to whatever I was talking about before. So what was I talking about before? Can anyone remind me? Essence pace. Thank you, honey. Steve Zellers says, what's the dates for Havasupai? August 10th through the 16th. August 10th through the 16th. Frickin' epic. Once in a lifetime. Definitely bucket list just to go there. Oh yeah, public service announcement. That's right. Thank you. So Havasupai is worth going to just for the Havasupai itself, let alone hanging out with me and the amazing people I surround myself with. The up level in your environment and the people you hang out with and what we can create as a result of that, and all the breakthroughs that come beyond the price of money. It's beyond it. August 10th through the 16th. Steve, if you're ready, frickin' message me. Let's get this done. So, essence pace. Your essence pace, that isn't the same as anyone else. Oh, the reason why I brought up Havasupai was because when we backpacked down in there, that the whole problem with essence pace surfaces, right? We got 30 plus people backpacking down on the same mission together. You got one who wants to maunder and meander. You got someone who's medium. You got someone who's wanting to be the first one down the mountain, all hyped up and high energy and like moving like this. And like everyone has this different essence pace. And now we're all in the same container trying to move as a unit. You can bet your ass these people are going to be pissed at these people, and these people are going to be pissed at these people, and all that shit's going to get stirred. And you can bet your ass I'm going to use all that energy to twist back onto everybody to help people heal from their shit so that they can learn to move at their essence pace and allow others to do the same without getting in drama. Right? So know your essence pace, because there's going to be all kinds of people that tell you to slow down and all kinds of people that tell you to speed up, but they're trying to get you to move at their pace rather than having you move at your own pace, which is another problem with most coaches out there. They try to tell you how they created their success versus figuring out who the hell you are and how to help you create your true success. They'll tell you what product and service to market instead of identifying who the hell you are and helping empower you around that. They'll give you their answers instead of asking you the right questions to get your answers. Most people that call themselves coaches aren't actually qualified to be that good of coaches. So essence pace. If you can stay connected with your breath, connected with yourself and your heart, connected with your surroundings and others, and move at the fastest pace possible while still doing that, that's your essence pace. And that's the best pace to move through life at. And it's different for everybody. Find yours instead of trying to imitate others. So invite everyone to take a few deep breaths. I'm going to start to wind this thing down. I'm going to look through your comments here on the Zoom meeting. I think I've captured all the ones on the live hangout. I think I've captured all the ones in the post on the Facebook thread and groups. In the Zoom comments, we got Matt calling Bryce a sexy man. I knew you guys were crazy. We got takes one to know one. Let's see, we got that's a tough question. I know so many people who have money, but they lack happiness, freedom, and love. Money does not equal happiness. Exchange creates wealth. We are all nuts after we shed the defensive shells. Yes, we are, Robert. Welcome to the party. McDonald's is healthy, said no one ever. Honored, giving me the chills, brother. Thank you. Deep gratitude. Our enemies are our teachers. Yes. Mirror love. That thing happened to me today. Oh, yeah. So, Gail, nothing happens to you, just so you know. When we say that happened to me, it's a victim statement. When we say you made me, when we add the word made, victim statement. Oh, Dan, under Gail. Got it. Thank you. So, guys, don't say that happened to me. It didn't happen to you. You created it. Take responsibility. Yeah, I drew that in. I created that. I manifested that. You're a creator, not a victim. Yeah, no one made you sad, happy, mad, turned on. That sexy woman or man didn't make you turned on. You made you turned on by what you thought and made up about that. Start taking responsibility for everything in your life instead of even blaming someone for making you feel sexual or someone for making you feel sad or mad or whatever you think someone made you do. No one made you anything. You created it. All of it. And nothing happened to you. All right. So someone said round of applause for Christopher. Thank you. Thank you. Rah, rah, they said. Thank you. All right. So I think we've covered everything. Thank you all for joining me here today. If there's anything I can do to serve you further, please let me know. Please engage in the Limitless Legion. Ask your questions. Post your successes. Share your struggles. Ask for help. It's a community around here. We're here to support each other. Together we rise. Divided we fall. I'm just saying some quote. But what I mean is, like, together we can create cooler shit, right? We can do so much more together. And when we focus on the good stuff and when we work together, instead of trying to go it alone, let's share our struggles. Let's share our successes so we can cheer each other on and raise each other's spirits. And we can also receive that hand to help us up the mountain when we're struggling. Quit trying to do it alone. Let's all do it together. Let's all support each other. Let's create a tribe and community that raises all. A high tide raises all ships. The more successful each one of us are, the more successful all of us are. Let's up-level our environment by up-leveling the way we show up in our community. And let's start here in the virtual world, and then let's create that in the physical world. And for those of you who are ready to go next level, get out to my live events. Frickin' join my group coaching program. If you have a business that you're running or want to launch, join my online group coaching program. You have a relationship you want to improve, join my relationships group coaching program. You want massive confidence and success, come to my live events. Let me know how else I can best serve you. This isn't a pitch fest, but I do offer my services in deeper depth, and I receive exchange of value with you. That's win-win, that we all are that we both feel really good about. Thank you. Create an amazing rest of the day.
Thanks, man.
Gladly.
Love all you folks.
Sweet, sweet.